Yo abusua abayisam na yeguso ayedi no. Na ye the 3 weeks na si ye ni so. Mo de mumfa questions no mo bombard me with questions no. E wo comment section ho. Me pick ni nyina na ma ansa ni na one after the other. Ebi bisa se ebi kra de oma establish se abayifo omu nya de papa bia omu beyiye enya de pa. Ebi no mu so se beyiye wa bontin ebetimi abaye wo fie ana like abaye wa bontin a onye wo fie ni obetimi abaye wo ana ebi nso so bisa nso so se beyiye na ewo fie no ubeye omu bibi ansa omu beye wo bibi ana questions bebre na ekoso. But what I want you to understand no ade baako in this whole life na ye wo mu no papa o boni o wona obema ho kwan ama na aba wo ho ana aba wo so answer about so into the true questions ni na gum me pick ni na me yi ni na no but there ya me sre ne say make sure say what share episode na wie because e binum question ni hu say omo ahye middle na omo true question no atum na bi answer no wo bottom enti hwe ni na ende de ne me pack ni packed because me can say ya the 3 weeks na ye enti ende de me pack ni cho na fe ya pick questions ni wom one after the other na ya answering na e de amamu nti no and then what are we discussing? We are discussing scavengers and signs of witchcraft. Scavengers and signs of witchcraft. Obi baby say signs like sign and signs na muko school koye no ye be wie no ubehu ne no make us na me pack egum bebre nti no me de mo ko be 7 different stages. Medical e de mo akọ what a scavenger is or what scavengers ye can scavengers in witchcraft na ye pa kire no medical a kire mo ho na afa me de mo adidi aba form aba witch signs omo no omo sesa niama edi bubom obetumi afa haban we no de abom no de yewe omo nso no ye beba omo nso omo ho na afa yaba norms and fairies yaba be hwe omo nso so adeko a omo ye then ye beba monitoring spirit ye tai ka omo asem asori pa na yaba ho nso so abeka omo ho asem na afa ye didi aba form na yaba be ka about who understand the energy and understanding energy ye beba ehonum so the power of spiritual ornaments and energy bands ye beba ho because kamnya ye say sun mu bibi a wo de be ye wo hu bia no esese magic bi ensi ye mpese ye beje atum sese de wudi aduane na wo body no etimi enya frequency ana energy de nante no saa na ye woniama bebrebe ye nananom na omo de ahwene edigu omo asene omo chichiri ndompe de to nkola ne nsa ne ye de hire ebobo ye ho ye de krobo ebobo ye ho ye de krobo bobo funu ye ntumi nti ase say all these things are energies ebo nipa kwan bi so but se wunya ka spiritual ornament pe na kire say ye bibia entumi nku obi ana say udi aduane na said ya make catch oda no wonso no enya adwuma ye say duane ye frequency ni vibration and person wote ase say fabrics aye hye nso so eno so ye frequency and vibrations and sana ubeba abedu ornament spiritual ornament ni nyama ye dede ye ho te say crystal copper silver gold sa nyama na ye de ye ho nyina omo so ye frequency nti ye beba na afi ye didi ne ya beduru ho. Into your topic no scavengers and signs of witchcraft. Today we delve into a witch story. Me so be a story we ye. A man was walking along the road when he came across a beggar. Onam krom no shia sebe bodani na obi a osresra de. His friend, seeing the beggar, tried to give him some money, but the man stopped his friend, warning him not to give the beggar anything. Aya de we yetaye se me mabode ni sika o de man sika o de bekwa abayifo camp o de man sika o de bekwa ha sa niama na aya yete no ende ye bekomu dipa ne yahwe. When his friend asked why, asa oni obi nam na so de wo ye obi papa obi sira wade ana watamama no nkrofo bi sa wade ana watam de amomo ye nka se nye papa. Nobody is saying that. But nadam for no catch and semen fa de we ma no no pese obi say na den na bodani obi ostra de no ho ye mobo na me ma na de na ma me ma no ye wo nkrofo no bi sa. He explained that this was not your ordinary beggar. But nadam for no catch and say we nye ordinary beggar. listen, ye wo agent wo kwa omo hye da akokrom na wa bejejewo obeba bejejewo na mamema wonti ase say witchcraft ye one energy a eye adwuma with order. Se wo hu ni asema entimi nya wo hwe nti na meka se wi ase we na yatim no se papa beto se ye bone beto wo consent ka ho enka ho entimi nya wo da me na meka kire wo na dan for the kire no o say this is not your ordinary beggar. No, this beggar was a scavenger. Not just a beggar, but a being who uses his position to accuse anyone who offers him money. Adie we ni ye nananom ukotete wa na ben wo nana wo fie no na omotai ka say maame we eye wo se ne ho atete nti wo de entuma ekoma na o de beko abayiye camp obi nkrofo bebre ati we da o de beko abayiye camp akobo okwa adu se wa bedidi na tem se o ni ntuma frenti wo abre ne ntuma ebi oyo hima e wa bayifo kingdom ho na wo de ntuma abre ne nti wa bedidi na tem so ye hieni nti obese ewuni amanyina sa witchcraft no ye that group no ye from scavengers na me explaining. You see, in his etheric readings papa no na danfo no ne nam na oka kire ne se me mfesika na ma bodani wei na wei onya ordinary beggar ba wei eye a scavenger no na all kire mu kire ne se all sasem wei all kan nyina no this asem no is coming from onipa no ne etheric readings. He realized that when someone gives money to this beggar, the beggar doesn't just accept the offering, he accuses the giver. So when ade no ye won krofo ni bi wo hono ma when we say ade way is in the Bible, or say Satan is the accuser of the brethren. Satan is the accuser of the brethren. Ma wonti ase power biye ni wi ase a enye witchcraft na me kwei meto me bu no mebubu binu ma cho na me yiyi bi so practice ni bi wo Bible mu ama na wa wo de abubu ani ne wadwene hu yiye ansa wa choro wo question no I will pick them and answer them. It is abodani we no enam krom ono ne di oye ne say woman bibia na wa accuse you. He tells the giver that the money offered is too little. Me gidi say nipa bebre hu sa asem we bi wo traffic mu ono we bi sa wade na wa ma no na wa move ka na wa bom unima na wa ko park na okodidi na taminu akwate ewiase onipa ne worst enemy eye nano me na me kam chiro. The beggar goes to their family idol and argues that the giver has disgraced his entire family in public. Me ma re mfi se nye onyo sresrefo kekew wa hyeda ba wa dani osresre ni for your sake. Unim level and crofo betumi akọ just to offend you. Ntina me say wanu ye say o man 1 cedi o man 2 cedi no complaining yeso na obedidi na tem no watam asem no e de akọ etheric court medical kire wo last week ni say abaye system no etherically in how it is set no sa no ma set court no any parliament no sa system no no mo de aba 3D ha abeseti nti wo fi abayifo no enye wo na ode omukogu ho eye natural ability. They are there to serve you as your lawyers. Oni omuntam te say ana meka kire no the Christopher kan asema na omubu afu, but there are people that will betimi de 1 minute a convict 1 million people because they will break all the laws. Omo be sorry anajo ya making you for sleep no mo say omo ko all night we can break rules no na omo ko na omo pa 3 o'clock ho no kra de omo asema e mobo e kire say so wo you obi a wani da form a sebi wanyin a e wo wi ase a wo betumi ehu say ebo 3 o'clock mpo e ko bo 4 na e bo 12 na e ko akobo 1 na anoma ntu o minua sa na ebo 3 ko bo 4 nso a anoma bi antu adentia e ya na den na e koso sa time no ugina sorry dem who ye dede inti no that territory no spirits na e wo ho no wo na wa offend omu wo na wa offend omu we breaking laws ni na wasan akogina ho na wudi wo fie lawyer fo e abayifo na e wo ho no so atem ehe na wugina hwe ade ba ko a me feel say religion abesei ama blacks party three systems are omo be breaking off. They don't want to understand say family na si won cry system. Inti no u fear for ya be for twen hu free om ho men hwe o maame om be ma breaking a lot of systems so that om be nya kwan e de we dijuma. No wonder say wo kwa ye si donate wu so. Na wo fu so betumi agya wabusueko na do ho akobo Kristo abusueko. Eku a wo ba a wo funumpo omu ni sutumi. We ye problem kese pa anie. He demands that the sole contract of the giver be released to him as a form of punishment. So oni bibi obegina so a ontumi nyawo me na me ka akyerew bayifo oni bibi obegina so a ontumi nyawo enti ase we na ye ni na ya off me say opa no obi nya ase na ka kyense fa obayi free me so obekyerew use your own word me say. So wokofa girl no now person ne have sex keka ka say we are doing one of those things na kwa wo baby enkodwa wanum say I love you, I will marry you, obey you so word against you. Inti say ethically unim nipa na uni ni dealing na you careful with your words because Bible account say words are spirit asem na be free wanum aba no ye be use so asem no against you. Tina me say onipa ne worst enemy e wo wiase eye nano aseme ebidi omo anoko kan ye omo wie yaba. Can you imagine this? Meti me baby na wa besere made na me try say meboa wo no wo de me akoto amanehunu. Can you imagine this? You try to help, but in doing so you lose a part of yourself. Wajije wakokun ti ye wo se nkrofo na ne nam kwanse no mo sresra de mo yina no mo ye hiafo agina wo yie. Inti na Bible can say be aya na mepe or say you better know somebody spiritually than to know the person physically. This is the stark reminder of the dangers that lie in helping those who are forbidden to be helped. Ye won crofo bi o want to me mo amu. E mema na de we wi omo papa. O worry or bad now wa form straight. My cracker of marriage. You see, the truth is, when we step into the world of witchcraft, we step into a space where the unseen operates in profound ways. So when we talk of witchcraft, and yes, the amo cancer will be no, hey, uhu ni asem. The law, court or a law system, no. A pronounce and a project witchcraft system no very well because omo didi asam no twitwuma na wendi fo a na wanya wo freedom ti asam ni wo a obeye free enye se de akuma wudi ni Nollywood fo no omo a project be yie no ti se wo da ya na wa beche wa we ni ade. No, it's a whole system set backed by the cosmic laws. Inti no obejeje wa ma wo bumbra no so tietie mra no so no wanya wo ho kwan even kra omo wo obosom ampa omo wo entities and deities ampa ne ampa no eniama bi wo ho a omo nye omo nim laws and they omo nim say your principle no na ye adwuma nti o bumbra so da ade bi wo ho a obi ote bosom kan ho no onye da. Ti se ntro kron no ade eni ho se ye wo ho obi owo bosom bi eni ho be yesa like bosom kron because they understand laws. Witchcraft ade a operate with laws than anything because eno ankasa ebeba fie mpo a ewo fie ho se protective fie no ansa na obenwu se wo fie abayifo ewe nam na eye se ye wo na wakosesa no matter how bad a local dog is. On really fear honey, on canipo wo fear hoda, or pam a hawk, or on puffy honey pa, or better on if you honey perchum, but a hawk will be a befiwa, or be pot, so be to miaka, so to minka, or be posan and cabayi, etie. Nay, they share margin musen, yet na uja busi if ye ne bubune jury, na we jaw moon go on a common some of the any son, I don't know ye juma, into we are no ye juma ye, into who no better was one I don't know we are why ye juma na ye no woman is canibino, was a one ya. Na komode na afi ori fie niama akura enye aduane ye deda for men dia ori ntoma e sha adakem ha It is a when spray with them now men grabba, on by what dak, on by ntoma. ntoma no so omo we ne kura wo mutuetiem o maseye no ase gya ato sikam no enhye ni nyina da ba ebetuetu ebehye na we a wuntumi yusu asem we ya meka ye e wo bible mu o e wo bible mu Joshua ne kan ye o se Jericho fesuo ya madwiri agui de obeye na adwene se obekọ akosi no onfa na bakan teso na so ye na adwene se obesi no otumi so si wi a ode na bakan ya start no otumi si wi onfa na bo twa to so and face so is in your Bible enye ni pa nyina na ye boa enye ade ase nyina na ye ni ye minua afi wo hwe enye ade ase nyina na ye ni ye minua ba ma nye ni pa nyina na ye boa om eniama na ye be hwe no ebi ne mabobo oboso ama no. Let us reflect on this. Abusuya, mwakwa aba why? At the Bass Spiritual Hour. It's another edition of Spiritual Hour with Maame Grace. We are going to talk about witchcraft. The topic is scavengers and signs of witchcraft. And no, and then there, ye be discuss it. I feel grand ye be start it. Nti mwakwa aba, doctor of abayisem, ye lecture ewo classroom. Nti lectures ni bi. And amede ma ye di abayisem. Too far. Me makronkre bia akwa babium e de ba spiritual word medie kese so. I believed you, I believed you, I believed you, I believed you, and I send you love. I send you love, I send you love, I send you peace, I send you joy, I send you strength wherever you are watching me from. I send you love, I send you love, I send you love, I send you love. I believed you, I do not believe you, I believed you, I believed you. No matter the condition, no matter the situation, I believed you, I believed you, I believed you, I believed you. I do not bless you. I wish you a nature day wherever you are watching me from. Time abo wo be a honchia and me day ebo. This is our 3rd week of witchcraft. Like I said, yes, surface no. Ye the way ye be absorbing na fe ya said ya practice for no so be use no. So mu my kwan na say ye gurem na ye ko deep na ye ko deep na ye ko deep. This year no, I said spirituality no, practice it at home. Get all accoutrement that you can and do all you can all by yourself at home. Tie, spirituality is just like life. And yes, speed. Ye be wo be ria be nant e ya botre ade a e be ma we di mu. There is no shortcut when it comes to spirituality. Mema what you see pain. So what you shortcut I want you be because life a process and nothing stay with you. Adia ubenya ne show no sa so na be ko show. Why? I am the pride of our ancestors. Here they speak through me, they hear through me, they smell through me, and they drop every particle of information through me to us. Call me the goddess of Akabulan. I am preaching consciousness. I'm not selling anything. I'm preaching yourself to you. Now, my mama steps now. So let's look at scavengers. We see these scavengers physically as vultures and pigs. I'm not suggesting that you stop eating pork. No. What I'm saying is, let's learn from these animals. Pigs and vultures have been cursed to clean the earth, consuming the dirt and refuse that others leave behind. Yewa bayifoni bitisa. Mese wahu. Senka yetu yebu ni yetunya de anke yebete ase se emwa ne yenya ne yemwa. As I've told you. Yenya ne yemwa no na wo kele sa aboa ni su na. Nti na make so when you see spirits, ebi wo hwa ya ye ni nipeti me the sphinx no example ma wo. Sphinx na eda Giza plateau no so no me the example ma wo say nitini ye nipa na ne body no aboa. It tells that nipa adwene na controlling aboa body no into obeye niama nipa ye. And I make sure say any entity, any spirit a wo be hu a aboati na si so no, they are telling you say the animalistic behavior no is still active. Obetumi aye bibia sebe aboa na adwene mu no. enu nti omo hye da ye ne saa na omo de aye example nti ye ne mmoa no ye ya de kuro na yesu ni ye de toto mmoa ho Jesus yetimi ka se oye the lion of the tribe of Judah ye de na toto aboa lion ho ye san so de ne toto so ye oguama ye san de ne toto oguama ho ahobrase ho nti ye nyina mmoa su ewo ye mu eno na nka ye se ye sacrifice. We've done a whole episode about it. You can go and watch it after this one. Enti ye the pigs and the vultures no e de ye example near the aye suehunu me nka se enwe pig biom but the aye kan say obi abetimi aye this research. It is said that the enzymes na ewo nipa yemu no aboa pork ne nam no no because ewo other enzymes wo ma e disturb ye colon no. And no one day na yebeye some catch us I'm doing human anatomy seriously and also very soon we will bring you health because my catch us spirituality me domu suko na udomu suko na wo hwehwe mu na obehu se ade na no ane wa enti enya ade a mebetena keke na makeka bibi keke a kire enti se bi se man report enya se wo report se wo nye powerful and also se wo we I mean I don't get it but it is believed scientifically say there was some enzymes be ewo mu a then nye no ye nde. If you people feel we should do this we can do it but and then we are using them as an example for scavengers consuming the death and refuse ye jano eno no obehu vulture na edwuma no na sebe mu fa nche me obehu prakoso so ono so na edwuma no ono di odi animal nipa ejanai ene sebe kafra facha me efunu kura da ho sesi a obakọ akọwe sebio facha me otumi we ono akora ne ba ena vultures nso no they are made spiritual town council for omo na omo gine dua donko so no mutie kankan na omo hu ba bi akankan ne ba na omo atoa akọho akọfifi dompani mu kankan ni nyina into spiritually omo ye town council for now no omo besisi ye dan so edan atenten so because ye de ye si ye nimnya sacha wiase nipa nyina nti ye twandue wo kuro ni mu nyina nti omo nya ba bi nsi e na omo so omo de mra na ye adwuma omo mbu mra so nti omo besi edan atenten ne so se de be ye omo bete kankan no omo follow up no omo akoye omo adwuma omo besi dan ne so a ye se ye ya bayi omo ya bayifo wetwa ne dan otim wa besi wo nan so a obo ne bayi. You see how we break laws as humans eno nti ne ye bre ye behumpo ye nya hu ye ende ye use omo nti se omo ye scavengers entre se omo ye boni o na emo madwuma bi a omo ye nti wo na obetimi ama ofie bayifo abaye scavenger because obi o waduane a yahyeche ni table mu yahyeche si table so a odi na be ye den so obesese aduane a egu form so odi. In witchcraft a similar energy exists. Ya wobaye ni bia no so ya scavenger. Scavengers in this world eat everything in the etheric world. They wipe out everything from existence. Ya wabayifo ni bi wo ho a omo no na ma kire wo no omo so omo dibia ene omo tibre ni nie. Sa bayifo we mu pe this type ni pe ene omo ya bayifo a obetumi aka se wo che no ana wo brenase. I'm telling you the fact. Senye we mu a de aka bie ni ho a obetimi na di agoro. I'm telling you. Bayifo a onim no ho no de mra ye adwuma. Untumi mfa ni ndi agoro. Wo try say wo yes ade no obe convict 1 million people in 1 minute. I'm telling you. Pig se ma kire woni ama odi. Na ma kire wa ade enso so a pattern susu odi. When a witch places a scavenger curse on someone and the person accepts it into their soul contract, they are essentially being eaten from the inside out. Scavengers are the entities that consume vital parts of you, your hands, legs, heart, and so much more within dreams and in the etheric realm. But some pastors, not fully understanding the reality of witchcraft, will tell their members say and about 4 years say by 4 year wo groups we mu no mu betimi arew part na hwe mamenka bibi nkyerɛ even this scavengers abayifo no mpo no omo we nam na omo wo part a obi adi yeah medika kyerɛ say empeta no omo sake dompani mu ensuo na etata mu no ma kire wo se mprako no ndo obetumi awe efunu no ho enam no eya yento ye bo hu ni yensua de ni yenjai se ye fa abaye na ne ye de ko no ede na ma ebinum bedu this level. As we go, I will explain that one as well. Inti se wonje de American into mu a wahu se onyankopon ya wo abofra bi a ye wo na onye da oye nipa boni ni da. Be honest. Ye wo abofra bi a ye wo na oye nipa boni ni da. Eye obenyin a ene ye kasa wadane am robber ya wadane wahu baby a ye wo na nde ya wakọ robe bank abada. Ti bibia ni hono mu a ye de ma yen divinely a eye bibi eye niama ne process a ye di niama famu no na witchcraft no mu no ye benya the scavengers no ewom. The pastor will tell the congregations that family witches are responsible for eating your heart or lungs, causing your illness. Eye scavengers o eye scavengers. Na scavengers no, like I said, metrim enye no kware sa abayifo ewe obi nsa na ewe obi nam. Na chese omo ya na omo kire se nsa no kora ya tu ni physically na yewe. Oh chale. Be ye ni ewo mu levels, ewo mu difference, ewo bi a just like you people to me kase ye wo fallen angels ni sa na be ye ni so te. These scavenger witches are the lower forms of witchcraft. Somebody can catch ewo mu types. They are like pigs and vultures in the physical world. Omo no mo ne nam sunsun mu wiase eno omo riri niama propro ne asese ne atantan de consuming everything. They are easier to catch though. Medical catch us omo na obetumi ache om. When an accident or witchcraft occurrences happens, scavengers gather the remains of the energy and feast on them during their cult meetings. There was abayifo we no omo the way a omo so omo operate na me kire wo no omo ne nam ho omo sense ho nti woni obi nya asem na de wo koma na wa mafia sa ade we no wo bibia e wo wiase bia ye woni lowest form pese obi ate ase even a ghost to crap no ye woni lowest form e wo ho no mo na ye woni highest form wo ho. Maybe as we go we can also ye betumi afa ho na ye eno nso so wo ho. In Akan culture, when someone says their family witches are nkrasefo, they are referring to scavenger witches. And yet the entire family witchcraft no na omo kanominia. Say oh God say me me fia be before you nkrasefo na the bad side of it ni say mo title omo nyina say omo ye scavengers no say we fia be before you na ye scavengers a ahoko abayifo bedi unam for free cause mu ni protection wia wo fie ho enya ring. The universe is set on laws eyemra ene ye di operate ewiase na yete no enti it's not about wo share die onu nipa na oton ring na oton copper na me ton wa ha mi so mi fie abayifo wo ho minti minja ho no mo mbada me befa wo fie asem just like min to me be wura wo dem na me be kire wo kunu ekwan on fa so ne wonda no na se numpo ni a wo fo se busu ya wo watum a wo funu kra ye omo de ya no embra bi eni me cover wana ma busu ya fie ni mbubu na si da akese ye won kran ha na hwe we wieye inti sa witches we mu no na ya kasa omo ye nkurasefo no enye entirely true said the whole witches na tisa e ye omo wo omo lowest form no e kwan omo fa so bo omo lowest form no eno na maka akere wo no. These witches feed on refuse and accident sins, gathering the etheric leftovers to strengthen their power. Omo na obehu omo wo sa mo we de mo fa ncha me batman kaso me nim ba bia me akoka sa ba ye we nu na nkrofo de kese nipa sese nipa no they are there omo ade anyanko a me pacho from na comment level witchcraft say sa na strength wo no we omo mo operate with the lowest level no omo no mo say nipa omo no they eat etheric leftovers se woni me ndem ama wahu inti membu be ye say ye tantantan sa membu be ye say tantantan sa why sa adwini wei ene ye de ato ye tirim say ye fia abayifo nyina eye nkurasefo omo ni bibi papa bia ye. This is what has happened to Africans. We've destroyed every energy. We don't want to understand. Say if there is angel, now there is demon. So is witchcraft. There are higher ones and there are lower ones. We've made all of them lower, rejected them. Just say ye jat walk me ye chasing the air or the wind. There will be no peace for any African until these things are addressed. Enti ye wan krofo ni bi wa wa omu eyiti etheric leftovers. I'm sorry to say this. Most spiritual people, no 90% are scavengers. I'm telling you, because of niyama poto. Omoye. I don't care how you feel. It's the truth. I don't care. Yeah, yes, I am to me incorrect because niyama bi wa hu se binu mo ya ubi sase na die poto nie. A lot of them are scavengers. 90% are scavengers. Maka. Iti no mu ye niyama poto. De bia obefe bia na tamie wu fa ha na say enough. The same thing ubi some principles no so they are not able to give. Scavengers. Omu yiti leftover, etheric leftovers. Inti obi ka bibia no ma jampia to so no mo ye na omu kun no mo ye say na nde say ochina say na poto. A lot of them are scavengers, not all. If you saw a scavenger, you can take this on because there are even scavengers which caught. Omu groupi omu no mo de bayifino no mo de abom. Na wo na oma akwan masa bayifi ni ba ye because wo kan say yefi me nua ma me ka bebi nkyere wo. Wo betumi ato chance new one every more. Sebi o facha me na wudu fie no wakwaja na agum na sebi we pipi agum. Udidi wo ma wo be yare. But wo betumi akọ sebi ballers, wo betumi akọ baller so. Na wakọ akọfa sebi o kuraba sebi eda baller no so. Afa abefia betwitwim wo bedidim na beye wuye. Nti dien na wa wo hwa wo fie abayifo no wa ye om scavengers anaso se wo hwa om form no tesen. Listen, they are there to guide you and speak for you etherically. Ti wo hwa asese wo fie bi wo ho. Maybe I abedu need the way ya say niama abedu hwa wo fie ebi wo ho ana. Omo ya mafedi omo aye ni group. Na omo join the force, omo dane ne court. Baby, I will condition ye na scavenger. I do two group where they will eat you etherically. Omu burial party nina. Which have formed groups with other families and initiated young witches. Omat fifa. Nkrofona womadane scavengers no. I had to say ye wabusia omu we kan wom like clean higher energies no. Wokra wo ye niyama poto ne ye kana unti a omutumi pamo nti sa nkrofo ya pampam omui na oma ye group na oma form we na afa de fekuo yi na esim na afa omudidi akire na wonso innocent person untena senwen wo ho na wako na de waye ngongo nti se ye de wokona ye initiate wutumu sa na the result se unimanka. If you join such a group, you will likely have dreams of consuming body parts, like hands and legs. Scavenger witches can consume their children and even entire families. They are lower witches, yes, but they are also easier to expose and capture. So, usinya diye pa na so obeye onwu adwuma anka obi operate kura wo hwa na atimu se we obayifo then poto yi ne nasi nyina poto that thing we be say this is scavenger omo pefi na omo didi omo pefi pe aduane penam you know that thing nka so obi a pefi penam na I'm teaching and that is how I can say it. Minim say meka say obi bedide obi aduane nti me hu ne ameka. I have to say it as it is. Almost say yade e say nipa nti hu so obi wo say nipa de bi odi konkonsa ompa adwuma obeye bia na say ne dia ne say okeka nkrofo nsem and then say ochina onam ha odidi feeding on people straight nkrofo ade omo ye no de ne hu jim no odidim confusionist. They are all scavengers, behaviors of scavengers. Now, let's look at witch signs. This is where the grandmasters of spells and magic reside. ahanom no na obehu omo nso a it's only in Ghana ena ayi obia timi kurom no wakote tame ewu kurom omo aya amasese omo ton flowers ni na aye bi wo pot mu a omo ton enwura ne ye enwura. But when you become a witch scientist enye nwura na ewo ho na enu afifi na sebe facha me ebi twem o madwo nso eguso ne ade no na akotetetetetete na wo de abesi abontin say we na do fa ha na say no. When you become a witch scientist, you know how to put things together. Opa ma me nkire mo ade emienu bi mo de mo fa nkoye chattes wo TikTok ba me kire mo opa wo hu obi a oti baabi a onwo. Unfortunately those in Abrochi cannot practice this, but say wo Ghana na enye se yeyi wu wumb tie ne ye enye se yeyi wu wumbo, but wumb wo ho na enye se we twabra se be facha me we twabra ye wo de betumi di ama wano but no mintumi nka ne ha. But se enye se we twabra na enye se sebio yeyi wu wumb na se be facha me enye se wukunu ni sperm ni so wolo eno krampo ma me nkire o se wukunu ye se o low sperm count am ekire mo de mo fa nkoye chattes no wahala enye munti na omo ehia benefit so omo nya ubetimi afa guava plant no ne middle na eba foforo no. This is witch science eniama ye de ye ni bi na me ekire wo no me ma obi free now too because my touchy base with award ye no ubetimi afa me say se enye se ye wu womb na enye se we twabra eno kranka bi wa betumi measure se meka na se enye ukunu wo low sperm count nti a eno de me ma solution no one time guava plant na eba new no wotete fresh na eba na wakokoro no fine clean na fe wo be hwe blender new na wo de carrot baako say wo de atum what rere ho atwitwa ne kama egu guava plant no so leaves no so wo de gu so a na wo de ayelo baako ketwa baako de atum na wo de skimmed milk the our box mu no wo de egu so na wa blend it 1 glass na wanom obenum no time na you are about to ovulate no inti se wo bu nsa wi a mamonya hwe me se ye low sperm counter se wo bu nsa wi a mamonya hwe inti wo ovulate in 3 days to your ovulation no obenum first day no wanom second day no wanom third day na fe mo have ovulation time no mo have sex in 3 days mo have the 3 days amount touch you biom till the next month san lock a wo ye to aso 3 a na hwe se en lock se wo ba no ni problem no ba obema no nko no wo low sperm count na hwe se en lock a. This is witch science we ni ye de we mi betena TV no so na me ka but manka ebe ye binum se me kasa me nim ni ameka me nkotena classroom 3 years na me meye tobe eno ye one se wo ni problem wo yiri so ni problem na wo ne mba na mu feeli o say your spirit bi ena eye mo a mo nante 1 mile na mo nkohwehwe cassava tree cassava dua no tree anade whatever mo nkohwehwe cassava dua no na mo ntwa esoro na mo ntwa ase na mo yi mfimfini no ufri ase ne ba na wo be meja esoro no size a wo betwa no twa size ne saa so ase na yi mfimfini no na wanante 1 mile no wasa akotwa another one utwa baako wo 1 mile la nante ko ba bi foforo 1 mile na kotwa utwa wanya mienu wo ba fa bo ho na kyekere na se wo fie a efie nachi no ba bi a animo compound whatever wo betumi edi etutu fom wo na wo de ahye ho every morning wo sori a wo nkasa obi a no wakose nsuo de aguso na wo kunu so aye saa for 3 months amusho se monyensan ase nye problem bia na mwo a. This is witch science. Me boss bi sam say na omo wo city ni so wo city ya mu na mani bi aboro so efie mo cement mu nyina ba bi kakra akaso mo aye swimming pool woni ba bi pa background se se de ani bi ya ba woni ba bi wo ho a 2000 mienu we ya ni bresem na start say wo ye wo drive ya wo kotwa plantain dua no 1 mile no wa drive ya ko ba bi so udru na wa park anante no wa kotwa na wo de this is witch science. Ubetumi opa wo de try sa de we na hwe se wo abrochira wo betumi abetwa na wo de akosa wo backyard a na ho no kra so hwe se de edan ne tete wo hoi. How do you even do this? This is witch science. I will see if I can find something because I was not prepared to do this, but say these things. I don't talk about these things out there. Ubetumi a try way, but e do baby a measure say me to me amamu amu abrochira so mubia because we na ye pese ye ba wo koye pe be da ni chatters Mo am wabroche nso mema mo ayi. Mema mo jala ba ku before I finish. I am reminding me say me mom sa nyadoa na eho aye violet no ne skin no obe dry me kire ode amode be ni nyina all this I'm telling you is witch science. This is what we use in casting a lot of spells which I don't like. What about my office? And ahaban no so say we a pure witch scientist. You don't want to go and hunt for ahaban is abonting. Every proper witch scientist ewo onua ni forest. And now baby onu adua habana kasa akere na ma na nyini we nya numdwa aya momfa mo camera na monkakura na senkocha. I have like 20 acres magina no Miami forest. Me, I don't even talk about plants or leaves outside. Me gina no Miami forest. I want to bubu ye nyama Miami forest. Obi nkom, obi mfrim. I go there with my people to harvest. I think I will take them one day. Then we will do video and show it to you. I na nyama we ye but because mo ankasa nipa de bebre nka no kore nti uka asam kire no kore evidence. Nti I will give you evidence. So this is spiritual science. This is where the grandmasters of spells and magic reside. Which science is the practice of using herbs, astrology, hypnosis, psychedelics, and spices to induce and change realities. Ba o kan bayifo no kra na aye tantan bi because of the way a omuhu no. And I make a no astrology no. When you talk, people don't even want to learn. I am not ruling astrology out, but I'm saying that as an African, I have my way of using it. Ebi na mdi osun example edema no. Inti there are plants. Inti tami ewuni ade na omokeka no. Yes, there are things you can do. There are things you can use. So be wona ye din ye wo cowries ye use ye wo ahaban bi edi guso. Na wo nana oye wei ye wa obi wu foforo na se wa ye basa bankwanduro wo ho obi wu na se wanya sa yare na kola na nya esoro yade ne ade all these were spiritual signs na ye ancestors no na omo ye na unfortunate say no aye basa nyama chaka enti wo we are talking about witch signs. These witches might not possess etheric or psychic abilities, but instead rely on their human senses to learn about the physical world. Ye was ankrofo we no mo ho. Inti ya comfort ya comfortness and not this is what they were using no. See any yehu. They understand how herbs and chemicals react to cause changes in the etheric realm. Inti no mo wo ade bia na omo ye edin hwe sensu oto bruta pa na pese wo stop nsuo na obetumi e de prayer wo de pem ho miensa we bie ni finfini no obetumi abo nyenya ka kire de atoso na wo de ade asi so there is a particular place nsuo na e ba na ni ne hwe wo de hwe ho no ma etimi stop nsuo ye nananom they were doing this na ye nananom wo herbs when you can't say much you wish you could show much. Omo wo ahaban se sie mpo ye wa ahaban bi wa woposa na wonyama aboba wo de gusu se sie be nane no enane ne na wo santete ni nyina de bom na wo de to honom na ekeki na ayete se dade ahaban. This our ancestors were using all this. What happened to us? Se sie aduro kura ye se ye de ye ni bi wa ha painkiller kura ye ni bi. They understand how herbs and chemicals react to me stopping etheric stuff. Inti we na nka yesi ye be kampo se ye nka se se wudi we ye se wudi bom na eno na ya na omo pese omo ka se wudi bom na wo ye ni se ye se nya ebi e obi ntumi nkum ene ade ba the way they say it eno na ye ahum te kakra because se wudi bom a it triggers etheric power and make changes what am I say but enye se obi bo wutu a enka wo ne sa ne I'm not saying it is not there but the way they portray it na ya serious no na nse video bi obi de kire me osan ne maame na ekuro bi so na omo ye se festival se den omo de se kan ni twa omo yem omo di twa omo yem omo di twa omo yem a entwa oti kan di twadua na owie no di twa ne yem de fa na entwa nti me ye na me se omo nzumi video ni mam na me hwe ye no na ekuro na dan na ewom ni nyina ye nete dan na nchense dan na eboso no aye we na me se okay so utwa wo yem na entwa no why don't you bring change to your people? Power no be use it's high time we yebema power so abamfa so chen se chesa wo yo ho poto na wa yo ho basa to prove a point. I don't know. Inti na no na ye nananom no mo ye omutumi fa car bad. Hade we kura na me pese meka. Spiritual science ebi su nie. Ubetimi afa bottle, any bottle a eye flat. Okay? Any bottle. Na wo de ensu egum, wo de nsu ogum, na wo de car bad kakra tum, na wo de nyenya tum, na wo de ebi mpo aletesem na mpo, wo de tum na wo tum a. Entumi ntina bottle ni mu for 3 days. Inti 3 days ni bedu no ebe paye. E paye a wabo bayifu otu. All this is spiritual science, but how can it be bebre me de me ba wi ase yes nkrofo adwuma nko na me senti mu de mama nto waso. For example, a witch scientist might give you 2 different foods, aduane ahodo mienu, which when combined create a deadly poison in your body with enough knowledge of substances and their properties. They can harm you. Oh my God. Aduane bi wo aduane bi wo de bomu sesi a na de mo obi dia. Na pese okunu 3 days a obekunu. Inti edenti na yehu ba yi say ye useless. Be ya abrofu yi cash out wo so omu use for better things. Yete ha ye bibia basa. We only acknowledge the scavengers. The lower meaning say if it's because we vibrate on a lower frequency in your dreams, I mean to me. So take the case of hypnosis. A skilled hypnotist might use oils and chant to make you fall into a deep sleep. Or even manipulate you at act in strange ways. Uni utifie mpo uni essential oil back. Na essential oil ni mpo chemicals nkotin. So when you are talking about edinyo just nyame abem. In Ghana there are cases where thieves use a white powder. Uhu bi da. Omu hugu so so be da sa. All those things are spiritual science. Enye bibia o. Enye etheric ege spiritual science. Opia mame ma another one. So bi wokuro pa enwu a eden ye de ye opa menfe nsuo mia kuro no wo de ebo to gem na ye nananom ye na wo de entomanike nsuo na wo de atoso na we mia wo wi a kokonte powder ya fegum na hwete kuro na ewu a. All this no eye witch science enye hwe nti ebi na omo de powder no na omo ehu ebi so omo ye na omo titi nipa na omo de ahyehyem. They sprinkle it through your window and before you know it you fall into a deep slumber as they rob you blind. Inti ye we binum wo hono mo a utumi hye ade no menkire mo eno so ana. Oh my God. Nka wo hye a na wo de asem na fa wusie ni mu na de ko na hwe how it works. Me I'm not really into spells. Me I want real stuff. I have knowledge because I've been to school, so I have them. My natural ability was there, but I didn't want to be hallucinating by saying all sort of things. So I went through to school to make sure I'm doing real things. I'm preaching yourself to you. Be anyone to me. It's all about knowledge. Who sa powder no egu from memu a obeda wo da ho fa wade ne koso wo da wo ntumi mumu be bebre ye de sa de we de yamo omo hye ade ne gu from mem o hye ade ne gu from mem a wa sorry pa say 4 o'clock me sorry I say wa sorry pa we ni da ho so ntumi nsole ya se bibi egu from mem ama. These are all part of witch science. It is an academic practice much like chemistry or astrology. People go to universities to learn about chemicals, their properties, and how to manipulate them. It's a learned science. Omo kono omo kosia. Omo akotena classroom. And omo sia ade we ya menu mienu. Ye ka ho asemi. It is there. Ubetumi sia no naturally. Don't worry, the school is coming like kakai. But it's important to understand that witch science is not about etheric awakening. It has got nothing to do with awakening. It's about manipulating the physical world through knowledge. Etina mibisa say those who are preaching awakening, sometimes when I spoke about celibacy, time with Maame Grace, Now people were asking me a lot of questions about celibacy and semen retention. You to Ghana ha? What person practices semen retention? You will only feed your brain. We will talk about it. I will take my time and do a whole episode about that. Because when I spoke about celibacy, me platform no so some time ago, say obi ye addicted obi a all facey addiction no, ye to me you so no any libido, ye pushy the cost for healing, and no ho. But no, this has got nothing to do with awakening. TME, we will talk about it one day, but not today. But practice way now. Look at your environment and where you live. It has got nothing to do with awakening. Awakening is knowledge. Knowledge in the Bema will all these things, And when you start doing all these things now, I feel what we are saying, you are not chasing the wind. In modern times, many magicians use these tricks to create the illusion of miracles. Turning water into wine. That's not a divine act. Jesus, your beloved, don't get angry. It's in the Bible. Don't come and insult me. Did the same thing. Or you saw the natural abilities, no? We're grooming, no. Jesus practicing witchcraft signs. So you can say that water now Jesus Maame turning into wine. No? You can say that time not a witch Jesus or a witch scientist. No practice it. That is why Maame reveal say ne body betimi aye no ni bufu ye no because no feel say on person obe exposing the gift no at that moment. But because ne Maame eni ni wo fie onim ni say ne ba no eye witch scientist nti no to me refuse nti na so ordinary wine no nsuo ni into wine. Enye anything divine, it is witch science. It's in your Bible, so don't go and get angry. Don't come and insult me. Turning water into wine, it's spiritual science. Ye na nanum bi bebre, omwa ye bi bebre. Abe twemu de ko. Ewo kurum ha. Otete nete edi ye obi anima na ni bie ye no eye witch science. Ana you can say he was a witch scientist. This is very simple. Ma we mbe ye problem kese bia wa ha. Nti na up to now sanka ye divine sanka mbetumi ya bi mutumi ye. Mu bi enkrofoni mo da ni nso into wine Evram wa try msa mutumi. It is witchcraft. So when you groom it and you become a witch scientist, that's when you are able to turn things around. A trick performed to impress. In charismatic churches, pastors sometimes hire magicians to perform these types of miracles. During crusades, to market themselves. It's all part of showmanship. And we are no more frad and CD. Mimi sorry my frad and CD. Hey, adio. When we started in church, by that time, no. And another frad and CD. Adio. Now, let's talk about unsolicited witches. These are people who discover their witchcraft abilities without intending to. They didn't seek it out. One try say, once enlightenment here, because we be for so shishi. Ebi mwatna se boko na hate your mopa. But they realize that when they deeply focus on something, it happens. A common example is someone who wishes harm upon another. And then that harm happens. Ye wonkrofobisa. Wo ya na de na ye ne ya osu a wawu. E mema na bere pa wo yire na o mani sunu. Wan hwe ne ye na sade we wo no ho. No nima, you are dead. Ubi bia be say. So susu bibi, woni ni nya asem de obeka bi ye besi. Nti ebi wo mutumi ka say me de me sunda ye eba mu o. Me de me ka asem eba mu o. Onim. So, operating under the influence of witchcraft. These witches may not even know they have this power. Ebimu ye ignorant about it. But you beke biyara ebesi. Bibi besi o so that is see ane who groom it. Stop roaming around. But it's working within them. I don't know whether you know it or not. Into why don't we talk about it? Nanka ye ingredient no be engineer ni baby ni enfam boa ye ho. Ya ye ni nyina say omu nyina ye scavengers. No. You want crofobia aye ni bibia on catch you. but the ebe ba wo so no. Many pastors are accidental witches. San krofo no mu nim so mo ya abayifo no. San ye from na wo ka be ye no kra no mbuafu nti no. Accidental witches. They will tell you that when they were children, they had visions or dreams that later came true. Ye won krofo no adom no wo ho. Mo say ya adom mi nka biye. Ye ngurumi no. Na adom bempo. If it's not witchcraft, witchcraft is simply natural ability. If it's not that one, then what is adom? What adom are you talking about? Minu ya ba ma. Papa Tamils beka say my brothers and my sisters. Minu ya ba yi. Ombeka say me ya bofra na me ye say na ma adom ne koba akoka say ye be yi ani bubefu. But they often don't understand that they are tapping into witchcraft because obi en person beka say ye witch. Because witchcraft is often demonized. Many believe that if they can see visions or predict events, it's a gift from God. It's a lie. A natural abilities, it is witchcraft. But the truth is, this is not a divine gift. It's a form of witchcraft. Maka. And I'm in haban kasa. And I'm me free haban no baye. And I'm anyway, and I'm in mwa kasa. Drama nkwa added to this. Oh, mini nature kasa. And I'm free nsuoni baye. No beki see me. A pastor's role is to lead people in following dogmatic religious principles. That's their job. A psychic, a sorcerer, or a wizard is someone who possesses etheric abilities. If you have these abilities, you are not a pastor. You are a psychic. I have one uncle, my friend called Bedu. First, na me wa sole no. No friend me also for psychic. Because the way I can see and the things I can say, you know, I'm also for psychedelic. Sana na first no because now it was so obvious. Na me nina no ade. The problem in Africa is that we demonize spiritual art, turning our backs on ancient wisdom in favor of accepted religious norms. The biggest problem of Africans, everything about them is bad. It's so pathetic. If everything of your own is bad, you are a bad thing. Nothing good can happen to you. It's as simple as ABCD. I don't know why you have demonized everything about yourself, including your color, your food, everything. Where do you want to go? You have nowhere to go. Forget it. Unsolicited witchcraft happens when you don't ask for the gift, but it finds you anyway. There are containers. They groom themselves so beautiful and energies can go close to them. Your spirit might have signed a contract and your physical body is unaware of it. Sometimes you might be sitting in a church, falling under the influence of an anointing, but your spirit may have a different soul contract. Some people have been assigned to witch societies and called by their spirit, and they are unaware of it because of baby aukotnae. There is that one friend you have. They be introduce you ma bema foforo. They be introduce you ma bema foforo. Watch out. Our agenda. So when I tell you to be careful where you go, I don't have anybody's time. It's you I'm talking to. Enlightenment. And na consciousness, the way namga, nkoko wu, nam consciousness, and me faha, and these are not the same as soul journeys or soul travel. What I'm talking about is the soul contract, and no different from the Amidi Kambo boss. An agreement made by your spirit that shapes the physical happenings in your life. I had no mark in here. In fact, let me take here again. An agreement made by your spirit that shapes the physical happenings in your life. This is another serious thing happening to people they don't know. Listen, men can't say me as I will candidate grow. in the realms of the spirit. Omo de mra na eye adwuma nsuo ni roli kwa ha hwa na ekọ awia bebo ebo na ade san ebetwe ne ho ama anajo aba ebeto no kra ye se ye eclipse na ye news e bibia e was spiritual world no e wo in line into there is nothing like we de na mididi agoro bibia sa ni ho wa menu aba ma sanka bibi sa wo hwa nka wo ni obi ko twemp na agoro keka na wudi nka nyensanya amba spiritually. There is nothing like mididi agro. Nia wo beye no, it will fall on your spirit. When the soul take it and give it to your spirit, you are finished. You cannot control it with your physical body. Be careful. You might experience strange dreams or attend meetings in the etheric realm without even realizing it. Because of bediaudo huko bolimu, she daya who take voices. Enkrofo eko initiate omo into bibi masese omo adane say they hear voices, they see things, they see images. Why is it so? Be careful what you do with your soul. The soul is intermediary between your spirit and your body. If you mess it up, you are done. There are people who are working with that spirit because the soul is not there to guide the spirit and then not attaching to. They are dead working. Spirits don't understand human emotions or feelings. No. Emotions in ye juma wo ho. It operates on a completely different frequency. Understand this for me. Instead of processing emotions like love, sadness, or anger, your spirit deals with vibrations and frequencies. These energies are sent to your soul, and your soul is responsible for interpreting these energies into feelings and emotions that your physical body can experience. So you see how serious this thing is. And then I would do agrosa. And then I would do agrosa and a spirituality me my platform so that you will sit back and listen and resonate with the one that goes with you. I am happy people are now growing because when we started there was a different frequency we have to fight. Now when you sit there and you are talking, it's a whole deal. So while your body may feel love or anger, those emotions are the result of the spiritual energies that have been transferred from your spirit to your soul. Somebody can catch you. A soul no, spirit no, ejina ho, and na connected with you, your body, and no mo friend Trinity no, but no so proper than yasa fufuro. Enti se wo soul no eye ekọ bad, your spirit will, your body will lose your spirit. Straightforward. Don't disturb yourself so much for another explanation. This is how it works. You know, so one person when you go to church, you have to donate your soul. When the soul is off, your body disconnects from your spirit. The spirit can belong to somebody. This is where the essence of energy and vibration comes into play in the spiritual world. Ayana me catch enkrofo mo say kwa dobi eba wo ha na we ukọ ma yanka obekwa akoto vultures wo because they are scavengers omo kohwehwe kankan ne proye ne efi edi kwa dobi no ubehu no wo airport ubehu no wo church ubehu no wo better places omo de aya omo gina telephone mass no so eno so na kwa dobi omo ta gina na omo ye omo kwa no omo ni ani. They don't have eyes, they are blind animals. Until they move with frequency. A lot of birds don't have eyes. So they move with frequency. Until baby a frequency ne esun wo honom no na omo di echire na omo de ekọ honom. So this is how vibrations and frequency comes to play in the realms of the spirit. They don't do with sadness, emotions and love. No, it doesn't come there. And fire at all. Until no mama when you play with your soul, play. At the moment you lose it, you lose contact with your spirit. You become a walking dead. Until na cross, nesisi mo asori nesono. Owuo abusunya ana mobon. It was. Now let's look at gnomes and fairies, another energy that we don't want to talk about. I have done episode about genies and our genes. Me episode no say one sha ubetumi akoshe na me translate mamu the way I can gene no simply means alcohol. Alcohol no be hu gene wom, something that possesses the soul from the body. that knocks the soul off. Yeah, but today let's look at gnomes and fairies. Another spirit people feel say is baby and I've been to their school, I have their licenses, I sell some of their stuff. I have been to their school, I have a lot of knowledge about them. Into what are we talking about? Gnomes and fairies. So spirit. So another meaning how we understand these things. There are beings in the universe that serve as intermediaries between the spirit realm and the soul realm. Don't get confused. Medical when we say the 3D world, for this. And the medical culture said the soul has its own realm. And then the spirit also has its realm. So we have realms. Maybe one day we will treat realms and so. These beings are what we often refer to as gnomes, fairies, or even other mythical creatures. These entities are not what the movies and cartoons portray them to be. Movies, they are, they are not whimsical little creatures with wings, casting cute spells. No. And yes, sir, when they say gnomes and fairies, it's beyond that. That's how the movies portray them. But yes, sir, no. They are much more powerful than that. These beings are crucial in ensuring that the energies your spirit sends are properly delivered to your soul. Think of them as messengers. They ensure that the spiritual messages reach your soul. Into my children will say, if we come down and learn and understand this kind of knowledge, we are better. Because we are saying that the wound pound to me is I'm coming. These gnomes and fairies, yes, a creatures be a omo cast spell, new way, no, undistorted and complete. Almost gnomes and fairies, na was spirit and the message be bra so na. Say aba pepe bibiankano is also in the Bible. Enti we no say Daniel bo mpaye na ni nhire ba na. Prince of Persia, so you can actually say that if you don't have connection with gnomes and fairies now, this is what will happen to you. Message, I get it through to your soul, no, so that it can connect it to your body, no. And yet, spirit in kitchen fly around. It's not like that. Into your mobile say, we message not get it to you, wa bibi fufrobia, but nature say, obia when juma or yo minia. Obia wo nadwuma yo nipa pe nyankopon ni nyama mo na mo kan yo obo ye nyina bia wo nipa pe no so ono de onye de ono de ompene o bibi o hwehwe. They operate between the spirit realm and the soul realm. I explain what that maintaining the balance and connection between the two. Sankrofo two way no mo be connect ansa na duru so. Ehina way, the ehina focus was more. Every home has these messengers. Some of them may appear as simple creatures like room lizards. Omu ina ye demonize them. Na se mwemu pa na se nyankopon be fa na ode na tembu na papa dia. Said you ode your friend said dove. And ode ko hwe asase ni so kese ansa na no wa mo settle na nka ye de be ka boat ni till thy kingdom come. Na mwane ye fo mo nya hwe. Ye ku o mo say abrochire kraman kora wo post. Ekromu ha. Nipa kora ye panabo na wo Edio. Every home nankade we bi wo ho. Some of them may appear as simple creatures like room lizards, ants, or even spiders. In Africa, we may kill these creatures thinking that they are messengers of witches. But let me tell you, they are not messengers of witches. The same wogeko no beba de dem obeku no. Because of what actually says wogeko ni or the epilepsy bre or better free wano weku. But the same wogeko no obeko di nsini wo na de awo no ya chekere ahye samne mu amane so mfendware no di dware. Problem be ni. nti enkosi da ben enkosi da ben. Spirituality is life. You're learning and a nipa life ye better. So learn and stop looking for magic. Bibi ni baby. There's no shortcut. Men yes static or baby out and say everything in this life is moving. Even dead body is moving. Obi say, hey, Maame Grace. You don't know that body is moving. Sanka dead body move here than it to me yana than dust. It's moving. Everything in this universe is moving. It is only you who is static somewhere looking for God or looking for magic. Everything is moving. They carry important messages between your spirit and your soul. How would you even understand the animal moving? Sorry, hey, obedu asofo wotesi a. Minua, eniyama to me cause there are other things you can't see. Unseen forces are almost working on your behalf. Just make your environment clean. Ma wo place no enye conducive. Because baby yi empete wo no enama apropro wo ni moja kankan no. Ehwo no mo na scavengers no unta hu mpete wo. Baby wo ho no ma wo environment nye clean. Ma wo da mu nye clean. So that these entities can operate. Obia one day you don't have to go. Nyo chira wono no onim hwe. We to me first entities name out. They work with cosmic and laws. And nipa no mpe law. Some might call them monitoring spirits. Aya kwaso yeku omutan. And think of them as bad luck. Hey, and they are menhu okura idie. Ene bibia misika ahye. But they are not bad. They are merely delivery systems, carrying messages just like a postman delivers letters. Sa na almost omote. Harry Potter no omu show kakra wo mu, but nipa nka sampo. Imagine a delivery guy from Uber bringing you a letter from your ex-wife or delivering food. The delivery person is not responsible for the message inside the package. They just deliver it. These spiritual messengers function in the same way. They simply transport the energy and information between realms. Until they are not evil. Name message no mo de ba no eno na wo hia. Aya mo ma ye nsusu. Ya ye too aggressive. Ye hu bibia se nye. Ye sa abone nko an e be ba ye ho. Ade we ma study se metai to kwanti ma study an mahu. Sa abrofo no ko nsuo no ho ana ba bia na mboa ne ba omo ho mbaji biscuit. Ba hu se mboa no mo hu abibifo mo tumi dwane. Mpacho. Don't get angry. In fact, have you guys experienced this thing? And I mean, hey, and here is you. Now let's look at monitoring spirits. Now let's get deeper into how these monitoring spirits work. During your life on earth, during your life on earth, you make many wishes and demands. There is nothing like a joke. You said things out loud. Either in prayer, in a conversation, or even in your fleeting moment. Bibi anywhere ya grow misrew. Na me nimsade we. Na ma betena na makasa kwa. Me nyeda. I won't carry things I cannot carry. But these words, these vibrations have power. Words as spirit is in your Bible. Or say life and death. And that will take remaso. Onipa da seni a wo wiase. Wumusuo no wa wotamfo kese ene ne betumi akumu ye wano hwe niye. When you speak them, they must be taken back to the spirit world. Inti misuro kasa chen bibia. Because ade e free wa no ba say pum. Utumi fa nche ho biom na ye kasa. Ehu papa. The gnomes, fairies and other creatures carry these vibrations from your soul back to the spirit realm. Because omo di omo adwuma na omo yo. Omo ejuma no omo ye. They don't care. So would di agro. Tia den na ukasa rough sir. For example, let's say a young lady is asked what makes her happy. Say bi amene wudi nkomo nam say o na den na ma wo ye happy. She might say, I like tall, thick men with big penises. Forgive me for that. I have to say it as it is. In Kotea Kese. Me ka penises are enye bufu. Me ka twiya eye bufu. I am into me because I love good sex. Obi di nkomo no ka say. She might say this as a joke or in a casual conversation with her friends. Of say or kasa agro na midi. Frineko agro na midi kasa me be mba wanoda. This is why people come to my office and when they say me they mean worry biom na me say ma unseni fa sorry jana na ma unseni fa so kosoro na kasa sama ukani na wo mema wedi na unseni sesi a hwe se wo condition bi mu an kasa ya kose dem nesu be good at that maka kiro me say ade ye wo ye ma obi ehu da kose dem nesu se obufu a enkasa another dangerous enemy, another dangerous energy. Ubufo bema waka within 1 minute 1 second now obo bejo no obema waka nsem bebre obe make sure say one manipulate and pollute wo spiritual realms no obema waka kaniama ama this entity see asoa ni nyina de komo de omo wo ho adwuma na omo ye e de enkomo na ye awudi ukasenya ukanya now no down for kasa no waka, but this is how energy works. Okay, it doesn't judge the context of the words. It only interprets the vibration. Ukasa ya no masasa ni hwim na mo de ko. Na sembi a wo kan ya na wudi di agro na ewe. Nti na make catch o plane. Say ye beye, say ye bosom, say ye hwan, say ye hwan, say nya wa enya ho kwan da because bibia de mra na ye adwuma. Kimi me office there. Obetena ho no ma obetumi esu nti na oba consultation ya obeche cause nipa ba ko obesu 1 hour metwen na ma na esu obesu ni nyina wie na de ebe ye ni ye nyina na ye ni ye nipa 5 na mehwa amepe Bible aka we nyina kire mo so mo kotena sori ye dede e kasa kumu atamfo ni nyina ya pack egu spirit ni mu. You are what you say, you are what you eat. Now, the gnome or fairy's job is to take this wish, this energy, and deliver it to the spirit realms. If your spirit receives this message, it then sends a response. Seriously, this response can affect your soul contract. And that message will be communicated to your soul in the form of frequencies. Are you for real? You are responsible for your words, so minya. In this case, if the spirit responds to the message by saying, this person must experience a life where they are constantly sought after for casual sex, but never for commitment, that frequency is then sent to the soul. The soul then creates actions that match this frequency. What you will now the same way I before. Refi the akeka ye. Ni akeka no one who said their process in echo. And then I'm boss wa me ama wi. One kasa what programming wo ho and ade na ba wo so. There are people that they are so pretty and beautiful. And mema ne beba ase beye we ya no moko. And mema ne beba ase beye we ya no moko. Na o de eche before be. Ade na one kasa waka. Ade na wo kan when you were young. Me de me see dynamic talk car ware de emba o. Me de kwan bia me fa so menye sika ne mema 100 kura na me ne me kwa abrochire kura na me mba biom a me pe. Wo kwa wan so wo mba biom. Me de me ware sika ni kura na ma wo a me pe. Ade na wo ankasa wo kan ma wo ho. Ade ben breaks na wa hyehya ma wo ho. Eno ne dan na wotim no. Bible akon o se nkwane owu gina wo takrama so. Ye take we any light eno de emfa ho. So the next thing you know, you find yourself in situations where men are constantly attracted to you, but none of them are interested in commitment. They just want to have casual sex because you might be left feeling used lonely, and poor. As some na woka ye no. As men come and go, offering nothing lasting. Because we say, ope tall men na ope sex. Inti sex number shesoma wa. Omo ma ohwe na omko. Oba bi anima ye se sie, ni atoka ama no. Nko a wonu ukun na tifie ho. Atoka ama ne girlfriend, asidan ama no. Wo abobo ya akora woni bi. Ede na wo kan ye. Ede ba asem na wo kan ye. Ntukwan na mi wu amepe. Me de ba we de me de minya ska me wo ba o. Me de minya se na ke kan sema ye hu. Me da kuru da ma me fa we na ma kire how to denounce in some bia wakeka. Cause one kasa one sasa de we ya obi wo sofo ntumi nye. It's your path, it's your line, it's your connection between your soul. You own that realm yourself. We will just help you to do this yourself. Now, if there was a witch in your family, perhaps someone you insulted, they could add their influence to this situation. Now, your pastor cannot do anything to the witches in your family. Get this straight. Your pastor can never do anything to real witches in your family unless the person is a scavenger. They might argue that the spirit should make you experience this degradation, and they might use this opportunity to manipulate your soul contract to their how they want it. Omu be manipulate you soul contract to their benefit. Asemba ko a wo kan ye. Wona wo to atade ma wo sister peninhye. Ha, wona wo sika na wo kunu na de ka akọ no mo no aduane ma mo di mirike no aduane ma ntu kasa kire o mo abasa o maame ewu na yie no na wo sika nti obi aka ham obi aka se aham because wona we you sika. Hey, stop it what a market wona wo store so nti common sister obi obeta ade na udidi na tem. Sin is sweet but wait for it. Omo be reduce you to nothing, e be shock you. Who the way I now starting with life and now over. She baby asisi awugina and shock you. Or be drop you if you strap be she from say boom because one makwanya da wo. If you want to know about witchcraft, this is it. Until you know this, stop blaming people for your predicament. If you want to talk about enlightenment, this is enlightenment. This is awakening. Having knowledge to manipulate and control the cosmic. That is what shows that we enlightened. Unim bibia, unim die. Into wakwanya wo maneuver way out in everything. The point is, what you say, even in passing, can have real consequences on your life. And then anka wanu to be kasa papa. E big kasa, me say wanu ne be kun. Obi wo asemba akuna okache no obi. Ne yire asemba akuna okachire ni kunu osesa asem no ode ne yire boni na ache de basa asem ne ba ne tirimu a ontumi asemba akun sei na obi kachire na ase asemba akun no obi kachire ne yire asemba akun no obi kachire ne maame asemba akun no obi kachire ne papa asemba akun no obi kachire ne sister asemba akun sei na obi kachire ne boafo besin de ne life anye papa biu. The consequences is too much. Ubufu akanwanu tu na pe baby da. Say ye usakoshe dem ne su na bufu ne betwam. Understanding energy, let's look at it. You see, the happiness you seek is energy. Ya upe bi energy o. And there are many ways that energy can manifest in the physical world. If you are wishing for something, whether it's happiness, success, or love, you must understand the frequency that comes with that wish. If you are not careful with your thoughts and words, if you are not careful with your thoughts and words again, you might accidentally summon experiences you do not want. Adrina wo wutirimu no eno na be lead you be rane na be ma wo be kasa na sam no so epie po enya wo dia biom ni wura no mafa ntumi mfa ne back. Na you need choice to manage it. And they don't have feelings, they don't have love, they don't have emotions to know that, oh, where so where the man be having. So be careful the kind of conversation because assembly be a harmless comment about what makes you happy could result in you being drowned into a pattern that harms you. Oh, na me kan we keke na wa twa so akọ. Na me kan we keke na aye ne de na wa ye we. Hey, asam no ka we huntumi fan so we no mo. Your soul, guided by the frequencies and vibrations it receives from the spirit world, it huntumi nya ho hwe, will shape your reality accordingly. And some na wo kanu say spirit world ni somu na di brewu so na you be twitwa so aba. E wo Bible mo o se di amaka no eno ana meye wote ase esen. E ya na ye o se mpaye enye sa. And if someone else has access to your family's witchcraft or spiritual practices, they could use that information against you. Scavengers no omo de ano no. So your mistake is their joy. There is some scripture in the Bible or see obronsam oni bibia nyankopon wagye ni tumi afiri ne nsam nti say no information and na o use and or they get it through to people nti kasa wo beka no eno na offer mo fa way scripture way tra. This is what he's saying. Asam na ba ntumi mfa oni wura no mafa. This is the rule of manifestations. It's a scientific principle. You cannot do anything about it. Minya, the energy you put out, the feelings you project, and the thoughts you entertain give birth to the tangible outcomes in your life. So you're so careful. I went to the gym the other day and the guy was like, Mommy Grace, you don't greet, you don't talk to anybody. Minim dia me na wo beka hu. Asema meka sesi e mema wasere. Na mema so ho ade so ade akofie. I better keep quiet and chewing gum. Ade we wo Bible mu. O se so nyame ba kasa, onyame nya adwumaye. Omo akọche de akọche mpaye. So wunya kasa se pum. What my entities be adwuma. So, how do you make sure that your energy doesn't attract negative or unwanted situations? How? How do you direct your thoughts and emotions to manifest the things you truly want? How do you do this? Inuya, this is a big question. How do you do this? Sha, ya wonamfofo bi wo ho atwetwa omuso o. Ya wonamfofo bi wo ho atwetwa omuso. De bi omu wo bibi ka, de bi omu obi hu asem ka. De bi obu wa bomfia twitwa so. Now let's look at the power of spiritual ornaments and energy bands. Medical culture say when they say protecting, it's not about we two only the ekeka. One key to protecting yourself from the misuse of your energy is through spiritual ornaments and energy bands. Medical culture and protect you from the two. Ana diabo. Nemo say when energy is intact, like I said the other day, say chakras no say eswa e pamunya do wa to meet that bibia is in line. This is what I feel we want to communicate. Na ya communicating no basa say ubom paya nyankopon be protect you. Jesus nanka so we at 33. Was that not premature death? Was that not premature death? The protection we are talking about is all about aligning and putting your energies together. So say 4 days to crown abedin asasi so we once nana would day would life expansion 3 days will be 3 days now. It's not about the age you spend, so you cannot protect nothing. The only thing you have to protect is the unseen, the energy, so that you are able to go through what you have to go through. It's not about owo na wusuro. Na Jesus na la na maka che we bia. Owo 33 nche we wu. Na no so obi eni wi ase obetumi aka se onim bibi owo bibi nche oni problem. It's a lie. We talk about these things. They are ye na ye nso ye de koso na ye kire se wonso ye bi. Obi entumi protect obi from dying. These are tools that can help stabilize your energy and ensure that your vibrations are aligned with your true desires. Without these protections, your wishes could easily be distorted by external forces or even by your own unconscious beliefs. Inti se ye can say get ornament enye de yobobutu enkam. Obi ani wo wu asase so. There are things nobody can escape. Awo, owuo, any enyini. If you can, you ube to me akase ube escape out there choro comment section. So you see the difference. This is ornaments you need, and this is why you need them. You must learn to control your vibrations so that they don't manifest wrong outcomes. And that's why I always talk about the importance of balancing your energy. If the minerals in you is not balanced, the same way, if your energy is not balanced, problems. If you want to avoid bringing wrong wishes into your life, wishes that could lead to regret, confusion, and harm, then you need to take control of your energy field. That is all. If there's anything to protect, this is it. Nobody will you protect. Protecting from what? Media cut some people off. Oni nkomo pa bia ne wudi. De bia na o ma wo kokoro no mo nsa na wa befa na wo firi ade. Cut some people off. Cut them off. May your energies be aligned with your true purpose. Very important. May say so obedi 3 days, obedi 4 days, obedi 1 year. Na we fi asase so obedi 33 years na obewu. Nothing can change that. But make sure say wo energy aye aligned we to wie na wako. Nti a me ka say me wu anen krofo say ma me nka na wo ye da obewu. Obewu. But what I need is to make sure say me wie me purpose wa ha ansa na mako. And you may always be conscious of the vibrations you put into the world. So when you are careful. Let's continue to awaken, learn, and empower ourselves with knowledge that transcends the physical realm. And ye bibia na car na dying away. Abusia, me came more being case we wo beauty ya. Ya. Na me come chero. Hia se obewu ama bibia wa ha. So chu time ubeja kwako. Oya danya ubeko, but protect your energy so you do Mrs. Our life ye once na ntontom de ya wo nyina ne ubibia wo munako. We have different jail sentences and different crimes and different purposes here on earth. Want to mean stop bibia. Cut some people off so you can proceed. Cut some people off so you can shut your mouth. Say here menko. Twenipa bigu so that a drama body so be twa. Twenipa ni bi netugu. Na awerehwo ni so be twa. Find time for yourself. Eto de bia yekom kakra. Eto de bia tenase na focus wo ho kakra. Nsem ni bi wo a aya kan wano tum na tie ni bebre na ma okasa anye ketuwa bi. Ubufu a kan wano tum eye wo ya akose dan mu nesu. Because dia ubeke bia woni wuranom, ubeka wie nu ho apachew, but asem no ko ebeye adwuma na betro back to you bia na wantumi ansoa. Na ade akoshe bayifo. So wo anya hwe bayifo ni hweye. Ekwan ni hu a ontumi wuram. O consent na ode bema. Na say ye papa o, say ye boni o, abawo so. The choice is yours. Shalom. Peace.